Stephen Bedell from Central St Martin's in London. This year at Central St Martin's we're partnering with Honour and we'll be exploring the importance of colour in students' creative journeys.
So for me, I like to have quite a simple garment that I could then throw as much colour and print onto it. The garment becomes like a blank canvas and can really show off those colours and those prints. Colours that I use in my collection predominantly are pinks and greens, turquoises, orange, reds, purples a lot. Colours that will clash on top of each other. I won't put a turquoise and a slightly off turquoise on top of each other. You can't really see it. It makes no impact. So I put turquoise and purple. You know, it really has that sort of bam factor.
So as a graphic designer, colour is super important. It's one of the key things that we'll look at when we start designing. We've been working on a design for GIF and a theme for the Honor 10. We've kind of tried to encompass this idea of how this phone gives off a lot of creativity and it's kind of inspirational. It's something you just don't want to stop looking at. I'm part of the team that's been working on the visual identity for the CSM 2018 degree shows. We have 2 shows to design for, so we had to distinguish them in some mannerism. Colour was definitely the thing for that. For show 1, the colours we picked were kind of a yellow, a turquoise and a red. For show 2, we've gone for a more bluey, greeny based colour. Definitely always a blue is used in my work. I usually use that as the pop of colour.
Colour is obviously key for artists and designers. Blue is probably the colour that's most referenced in art and design. So the ancient Egyptians used it. In fact, in China in the 8th century, cobalt blue was used to create beautiful ceramic vases. Picasso had his blue period. And in the Renaissance period, religious painting used a lot of blue because it represented heaven and earth. And obviously we live on the blue planet as well.
Color is essential to everything that I do. It's something that's very personal to me, and I feel like every day changes, and it depends on the mood you're in. You know, color combinations are endless. I like kind of quite graphic combinations as well, kind of ka-chow, in your face. Most of my inspiration research comes from films. You can be watching a movie and I can be doing my crochet in the meantime. One thing informs the other.
As a graphic designer, colour plays a big role in my work. Colours provoke a lot of emotions, so you have to be really careful when choosing kind of what colours to use and what kind of combinations and where you use them. What do you want the person to feel when they're looking at your work? When matching different colour combinations, it's kind of a bit like a trial and error. Play around, you try some different colours, does that look good or not? You kind of take some screenshots, working until you kind of get that kind of combination that just clicks.
Colour is definitely a huge part of my work, and sometimes it's almost something that I rely on a little bit too much. At the moment I'm really obsessed with baby blue, iridescent blue as well, but mixed with black and lime green. Using colour is such a powerful tool of getting a message across, and I'm personally really interested in kind of offbeat colour combinations that you might not necessarily think about straight away. The way I tend to choose my colour combinations is round up 10 or 12 colours. I go, which one matches the least? And those 2 become a couple. Most of the time my inspiration for my colour schemes I think comes from 3 sources, which is cinema. I love the pinks and the really bright vivid blues that Tala uses in his sculptures, and then just surroundings. I'm from Russia, so a lot of kind of old town halls have all those really rich red curtain drapes and really bright gold furniture and fixings and things like that, so that always comes into it somehow.